Alrighty, guys, here we go with game number 14 of the 2005 Chicago White Sox, and they're playing the Minnesota Twins again. It's Pasternak up there in left field, Roland in center, Perez at right field, Creedy's at third, Uribe's at short, Gucci is at second, and Konerko's at first. A.J. Perninsky's behind the plate, and Oscar Hernandez. I'm sorry, Orlando. Why do I always call him Oscar? It's Orlando Hernandez. Pitching today for the White Sox. Due up first is going to be Stanton Stewart. This is triple play baseball. We need to actually, yeah, that's right. We need to check on the weather. It's April. It's a night game. We're in Chicago. And no wind, cold. Increased stamina by 4. There's no wind. It's a cool night. Overcast. There we go. All right. Cool beans. Let's get things underway right away here. Once I get these windows organized. Can't ever get my windows organized. All right. So it's going to be Shannon Stewart against Orlando Hernandez. Hernandez, right-handed pitcher, so his card will be on the right-hand side. If it's a left-handed pitcher, they'll be on the left-hand side. That way it's just easier for me. Hope for you guys as well. Shannon Stewart, and the pitch is going to be a 0.63. So right off the plate, we're going to error. We're going to an error right off the plate. That's going to be Konerko. And Konerko's error is a 17. Pretty solid at first. And that's going to be a routine grounder. So a little grounder down to first. Unassisted play. And Stewart's out. So Jason Bartlett, 939 righty. 939, he's going to walk him. So you can see 939 right-handed. 939 is going to fall in there, and that's the result. That's as simple as it gets. Lefty Joe Mauer's up. Left-hander Joe Mauer's up. Is a 952 lefty. Oh no, back-to-back walks. So back-to-back walks. Let's try something different there, Orlando. That brings up Terry Teffy. He's going to be batting from the left-hand side as well. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And he's a 7-2-2. A lefty, 7-2-2. And that's going to be a routine grounder to first. And it's going to be 3-6 put out at second. Runners will advance. Puts runners at the corners for Torrey Hunter. And Torrey Hunter, here comes the pitch. Defense back in normal. 351. He's a right-hander, 351. And that is a big swing and a miss. Orlando with the nice curveball. And that's going to do it for the top of the first. We go to the bottom of the first. And it's going to be Brad Radke pitching for your Minnesota Twins. And Stewart out there in left field, Hunter in center, Jones in right. Kadyr's at third, Bartlett's at short, Punto at second, Toffee's at first. Behind the plate, it's Mauer and the right-hander, Brad Radke, pitching. So here we go. Scott Pasternak. Oops, dropped one of the dice. Come here, dice. Here we go. Is a 180 is going to be a liner into center field for a base hit. So Pasternak and the White Sox pick up right where they left off in yesterday's game. A hit machine yesterday. Tadahito Iguchi's up. He rolls a 4-4-4. Well, that was an easy one. 4-4-4 is a routine grounder to second. And Punto over to Bartlett. Bartlett on to Taffy and not in time. And it's going to be a 4-6 put out. Uguchi will replace the runner first for Carl Everett. Carl will be batting from the left-handed side. There's a 3-1-6. 3-1-6. And that is a swing and a miss by Carl Everett, two-way. And that brings up Paul Konerko. And Konerko says, give me a good pitch and I'll hit it. Let's see if he gets a good one. 185 Nope. It's going to be a short fly to center field. And that's going to do it for the first. And we will go to the top of the second. All right, so Jacqueline Jones against Orlando Hernandez. No score here in a cold April day in Chicago. As a 706, lefty 706. And is going to fall right there. It's going to be easy fly right field. Easy fly to right, and making the catch out there is Perez. And that brings up Lou Ford. Lou Ford, and here's the pitch, 8-26. Right-hander, 8-26. And that is in there, called third strike. And Lou Ford is down. And it brings up Michael Kadire. 2 outs now, top of the second. Orlando. Here comes the pitch, and it is a 945 right-hander, 945, and those 900s are going to be deadly. That's going to be a walk. So Kadire keeps things going here, and that brings up Nick Punto for Minnesota. And the pitch for, oh, that's kind of a leaner. Let me tap the table and see where it goes. Okay, 4-4-6. 4-4-6, easy fly to center. And that's going to do it. Fly ball, center field. And Punto's out. And we're done with 1.5 innings. We go to the bottom of the second. Radke comes back out to face off against Timo Perez, the left-hander. Gets the start today because of the right-handed pitcher. Timo says 454, and that's an easy fly, center field. And brings up Aaron Rowland. Rolling. Keep it rolling, baby. Come on. There's a 3-7-7. And that's going to be hit in the right center field. And Jones is not going to be able to catch that. Yeah, it's going to be right field. Yes. It's going to go in right field. And Jones won't be able to catch that one. And that's going to fall in. And Rowland keeps hustling. He's going to second. Here comes the throw by Jones. It's offline. And Rowland's in there with a double. 1-out double by Chicago. That brings up A.J. Perninsky. So I want to check out Perninsky's stats so far. Yeah. 167. No home runs. 2 walks, 8 strikeouts. Okay. Just trying to gauge who's having a good time of the 2005 season. Come on, AJ. We better start rolling here, buddy. And that is red, 891 against the lefty. 890. Oh, he's just going to miss that. So that's going to be an easy fly to center field. No advance on the easy flies. That brings up Joe Creed. 2 outs. Runner scoring position. Joe says 285. Red, white, blue. 285. 285. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Big strike out there by Radke. And we are through 2. Still scoreless here in Chicago. And that brings back out Shannon Stewart. Top of the third, Shannon Stewart. And that is a 065 error check. So for all, we get to use our little chart again. Error check. Left fielder, that's Pasternak. Scott Pasternak in left field. Error is a 16. So let's see if he can make the play. And he's going to make it. Short fly and caught out there in left field. Off the mat is Shannon Stewart. Jason Bartlett is up, the shortstop. Bartlett waits on the pitch. As soon as I can get these dice, we're rolling them. Here we go. 815. Right-hander, 815. That is a check swing, and they look called down. to first, and then they ring him up on this strikeout. So check swing strikeout there, and it's Joe Mauer, the lefty's up. Two-way, 385. And that is going to be a walk by Joe Mauer, 386. He rolled a 385. Once again, a two-out walk given up by Orlando. Terry Teffey is back up. Let's check out Mauer. He's only got a jump of 1. Orlando Hernandez actually has a +2 on his steal, though. And he does have a 9. He's all about him getting the jump. He only has a 1 jump rating and a 1 hold rating for Hernandez. That could be interesting. So we're going to see if he can get the jump on a 1-1. Nope, he's going to hold. All right. Terry Teffey's up. We have 2 outs, top of the third, runner at first, and the pitch. 953, is that going to kill me again? He is going to be a lefty. 950. Oh, it's the last number in his walk range. 953, look at that. And another walk given up by Orlando. Puts runners at first and second now for Torrey Hunter. And the pitch, 759. And that is, just missed a deep drive, 752. 759 was the roll. That's going to be easy fly. And Roland coming in makes the catch, and that will Farnley retire the side. Some extra stress on the pitcher there with the back-to-back walks. But he does get through the inning for us. Yay. So we go to the bottom of the third, and Radke back out. Juan Uribe has a 129, and oh geez, look at that, 129. 123 to 128 would have been a double, but 129 starts his double play. Fortunately, there's nobody on, but still just missed it. Juan Uribe grounds out to short. Scott Pasternak. Scott waits, and the pitch. 0-54. That'll be an error play on Minnesota this time. Error, and that's going to be the center field. That is Torrey Hunter. Torrey Hunter is a 15 out there in center field, and he will make a solid catch for the out. And Iguchi's up, but 2 outs. Bottom of the third inning. Iguchi with the pitch, 5-1-1. That's going to be a wild pitch opportunity, but since no one's on, it's going to turn into a foul ball. Yes, it is. We're in Chicago. Is it foul? Yep. He's going to foul it out to the catcher. Foul out to the catcher. And that's going to do it for the third. Cruising right along here. We are at the 13-minute mark of the video, and we are through 3 already. So a third of the game in 13 minutes. We should get this done in 45 minutes or so. Let's see how it goes. Jacqueline Jones, lefty's up, has a 369. 369, and that one is in there. Fastball blew it right by him. 94 on the gun. Jacqueline Jones couldn't catch up to that one. Orlando put a little bit of extra mustard on that one. Lou Ford has a 244, 244, and that's routine grounder to short for the second out. And Kadire will hit 12 home runs. He'll bat 263 in 2005. That is an 849 right-hander, 849, and that is another swing and a miss. Strike 3 called, and Kadire is out of there. Another quick 1-2-3 inning by Orlando Hudson. And the beat goes on here as still scoreless, though, in the bottom of the fourth. Carl Everett. The pitch, 6-2-2. And he is going to be a lefty, 6-2-2, and that's going to be easy fly. And that one's going to center field as well. Everett's out. Good catch out there by Torrey Hunter. Paul Konerko is a 473. That's usually going to be bad. And it is. Fly ball, center field. Torrey Hunter busy here in the fourth. And Timo Perez is a 480. And those, all four of those 400s are bad. Easy fly to center field. And Torrey Hunter with 3 outs. That's going to do it. We go to the fifth. Still scoreless here in Chicagoland. And it's going to be Nick Punto first. Nick will bat .239. Not a great season in 2005. Nick, the pitch, 519. That is going to be a wild pitch, but again, with no one on, the wild pitch turns into a foul ball chance. And it's going to be popped up, fouled out to third. Third base. So Nick out. Shannon Stewart, 274 average in real life, 10 home runs. He will strike out 73 times, 7 stolen bases, and caught 5 times. And that is a 933. Right-hander, again, those 900s are going to be killer. Walk, another walk. Stop rolling 900s. Jason Bartlett. Runner first. Let's take a look. Stewart. Yeah. It's only a 1 on the jump again. Although, like I said, Orlando Hernandez is terrible at holding them. But here we go. The pitch. 185. And that's going to be a base hit right center field. And the runner is Stewart. He's got a speed of 8. And yeah, he's going to make it to third, no problem there. So runners at the corners with 1 out. And brings up Joe Mauer. Defense will play back. He'll give up a run for a double play. A possible double play. Come on, Joe. Hit in double play there. 635. He's a lefty. 635. Oh, it's a routine grounder. Hit to second. Iguchi to Uribe on to Konerko and not in time. 4-6. The runner is going to come in. And it is a 1-0 lead for Minnesota on their first hit of the ball game. Runner first is Mauer and Terry Teffley. 0-32. That's going to be an error check. Error on the shortstop. Juan Uribe. Juan Uribe error is a 16. And it's going to be a routine grounder. He's going to pick that up and flip it over to Iguchi. 6-4 on the putout. But the Minnesota Twins manufacture a run. And they have taken a 1-0 lead. We will go to the bottom of the fifth, halfway home. And we are going 18 minutes on the clock. Aaron Rowland, Brad Radke, and the pitch. 498, that's not going to be good. Easy fly, center field, and then out for Rowland. A.J. Perninsky. That is a 758, lefty. 758, and that's going to be a single. Liner into right field. For the single. So Perninsky's aboard. Trying to improve his average a little bit for me. That would be nice. Joe Creed's up. The pitch. 8-6-4. Righty. 8-6-4. Oh, and that's going to be a deep drive. Creed has got a power of 5. That's going to be a deep drive. He has got a power of 5. There's no wind today, and Creedy is a RP. And we're in Chicago, no wind, and it is gone! Joe Creed puts the White Sox back in front 2-1. That one is laced out there. into left field, and that one's going to be gone. And just like that, the White Sox bats open up. It's a 2-1 ball game here, and Juan Uribe's up as an 872 righty. 870. Oh, another deep drive. 872. Yes, deep drive. Juan Uribe. He's got a power of 3 versus right-hander. So another deep drive, power of 3, no wind, and Uribe is an RSP. Chicago, 3, no wind, and it is caught in center field. Oh, boo. Boo. It was a deep drive, though. Scott Pasternak, the lefty's up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. 0-52, error check. We know anything from 10, well, all right. Anything higher than 10, so that'd be 11-70. And I think on every player's card is automatically an error. So, catcher this time. That is Mauer, Joe Mauer. And Mauer, is an error of, what is that number? Is that 6? Yeah, that is a 6. So it's 16. Foul out, pop up to the catcher. And that's going to do it, but the damage has been done. Chicago comes right back in the bottom of the 5th, and they get themselves 2 runs. We got us a 2-1 ball game after 5 complete here in Chicago. Due up, Torrey Hunter for the Twins. It's a 900 on the dot, right-hander, and that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Jacqueline Jones is up. He's a 6.65, and that's going to be against the lefty, a base hit. 6.65, yep, that's going to ground ball into center field for a single. Jacqueline Jones, he might try to get the jump back. So he's a jump of 2. Let's see. Pitcher's a 1, he's a 2. Jump. Oh, pitch golf rating is a 3. And that is picked off first. Wow. Picked off first as Orlando nails Jones for the out. And that brings up Lou Ford. That's what you get for trying to steal. Don't do it. Lou Ford is up. Actually, you probably should because he is a +2 on his arm. And I think A.J. Perninsky's also a +1. So you're going to get like a +3 to steal on us. Yeah, he is a +1. I was just looking at his card. So that'd be a +3 to whatever your rating is. So not great at keeping runners from and stealing. But we're going to pick them off. Ha ha ha. Lou Ford. And Lou rolls an 8.85, right-hander, 8.85, and that is a fastball on the outside corner, and that is going to be strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 6th, Orlando Hudson, and it's going to be Radke coming back out for the bottom of the 6th. Iguchi's up for the White Sox. Is a 4.53. That's going to be a routine grounder to second for Iguchi. Carl Everett. That is a 7.98. He is a lefty. 7.98 right there. And that is lined into center field. And that's going to fall in as Hunter can't get to that one. He rounds first and he heads to second. The throw by Hunter's offline. And that is a 1-out double by Carl Everett, and that brings up Paul Konerko, runner in scoring position. Konerko, he waits. Here comes the pitch by Radke, and it is a 3-2-7. 3-2-7, and that is in there. Called third strike. Konerko not happy. And it's Timo Perez. Timo batting .218 in real life. He only hits 2 home runs. He doesn't have much of a home run chance. I guess the only way he can get a home run is actually go deep off the pitcher's card because he's got no home run on his card at all. So the lefty, Timo Perez, waits on the pitch. And it is a 9-9-4. That is not going to be good. And that would have been a double play to second. But they only need one. It's going to be a 4-3 on the putout. And that's going to do it. We go to the 7th. We go to the 7th. And let's see what we got here in the 7th. Looks like it's going to be Vizcaíno coming in. Vizcaíno. Luis Vizcaíno. He is a right-hander coming in to take over. And it is Dyer up for the Twins. 2-1's your score. And the pitch is a 154. And that is going to be a ground ball double play to second. But they only have one on. So no double play. Nick Punto. Nick Punto. 491. And that's usually good. Yep. Fly ball center field. For 2 quick outs here in the top of the 7th, and Shannon Stewart. Vizcaíno trying to get through the top of the 7th. Here comes the pitch. It is an 8-17 right-hander. 8-17, and that is going to be an easy fly to Roland in center field. They'll make the catch. Side retired. It is stretch time here in Chicagoland. Vizcaíno comes in and does his job. And Radke looks like he's going to come out and pitch. At least start pitching here in the bottom of the 7th. Aaron Rowland for the White Sox is up. 670 on the dot. He's a righty. 670. Oh, that's going to be a ground ball into center field. Base hit back up the middle. Rowland continues hitting hot. AJ Perninsky. Come on, AJ. You can do something. I know you can. And you know what? With the lefty coming up, I think the Twins are going to make the change as well. They're going to bring in the lefty, J.C. Romero, the left-hander, to face off against A.J. Perninsky, the lefty. So J.C. Romero is coming in. Here we go, lefty-lefty matchup. AJ, come on, AJ. Let's do something good this time. AJ 452, that's not good. And a lefty 452, that's an easy fly. That one's DeHumbry out there. Or I'm sorry, Hunter in center field. I got to get my eyes checked. And that brings up Joe Creed. Runner first is Roland. Did we look to see if Roland wanted to steal? He might actually. He's got a jump of 2. Ramiro's got a hold of 2. Let's see. Does he want to think about taking off? And we're going to use the catcher's arm and the pitcher's steal rating. All right, he's off. J.C. Ramiro, his arm rating against steals is +1. And for the catcher, Mauer, he's a -2, so it's going to be a -1. Steal rating for Roland. Steal rating is an 8 minus the 1 total between the catcher and the pitcher. +1 for the pitcher, -2 for the catcher, so it evens out to a -1. So we only roll for a 7 now. So it was an 8, drops it down to a 7. No turf, no hit and run. I just always assume the runners are being held unless I call it off. So, and the goes. Oh, he's caught stealing. Caught stealing, and we'll call it 2-4. Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to see. All right, Creed. Here we go. No one on now. That's a 251. Lefty, 251. And that is hit by the pitch as he comes inside on that one. And that would have put runner at second, but Now it's up to Creed. He's got a steal of 0 and a jump of 1, so probably not going anywhere. Juan Urime. Come on, Juan. The pitch, 252. Lefty, 252. Ooh, it just missed home run. 249 would have been around. 252, though, is going to be a ground ball to third. Kadire up with it. Throws to Toffee at first. Gets him by a step, and that's going to do it for the 7th. We go to the 8th. We go to the 8th. The right-hander, Vizcaíno, back out. And Jason Bartlett for the Twins. 2-1's your score. Jason Bartlett, the pitch. 460, and that's going to be easy fly. Center field. Easy fly, center. Bartlett out of there. Joe Mauer's up. And the pitch. That is going to be, oh, it's a leaner. Come on. Tap my table. It rolls to the 3. So it's 3-3-1 against the right-hander. 3-3-1. That's going to be a walk by Mauer. Of course it is. And Vizcaíno has a hold of 3. Mauer with a jump of only 1. Not a great chance of getting a good jump, so he's not going to go anywhere. They could put on hit and run. Nope, I think we're just going to play it normal here. Here comes the pitch. That is a 1-2-1, 121. That's going to be a ground ball into center field. Base hit. And Mauer, what's his speed? He's just got a speed of 5. If we roll 1 to 5, he's going to advance because it went to center field, and that is a 2, so he's going to make it to center field. And that's going to be it for Vizcaíno as he's run into a little bit of problems here. That brings up Torrey Hunter, huh? You know what? Let's see. We're in the 8th, huh? We only have 2 lefties coming in. No, we have Pilat. All right, we'll bring in Pilat. Cliff Pilat. Sure, we'll pull him in. Pilat coming in. Alrighty. Here we go. Runners at first and third. Defense is going to play in with only 1 out. They do not want this run scoring. So Torrey Hunter with the defense in. And the pitch. 3-1-5. Swing and a miss. And that is a good time for a strikeout. Jacqueline Jones with 2 outs. The defense back in normal now. Jacqueline Jones. 9-5-8. Lefty 9. Oh, and that's another walk. 9-5-8. That is going to be a walk. That's going to load the bases for Lou Ford. Come on. We need this last out. Lou Ford with the pitch. 947 right-hander. 947. And that is going to be a ground ball. Hit right at Urime. Urime flips it over to Gucci. 6-4 on the putout. And that is close one there for the Twins. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. He's a lefty, so we're going to put him over there. And it's up to Pasternak to get things started here in the bottom of the 8th. Scott Pasternak. The pitch. 086. 86 is a park effect. So we're going to look at the park effect here. Chicago and Pasternak is an LSP. And easy fly to center field. Well, not what we wanted there. Higuchi's up. 9-9-8. Right-hander. 9-9-8. That's a ground ball to short. 6-3 in the putout if you're scoring at home. And why wouldn't you be? Carl Everett. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. It is a 525. He's going to be a right-hander, 525, and that's an infield range. This, I believe, is our first infield range play. We have no one covering, so the defense is going to be normal. We are on grass. There's no specials, and Carl Everett is going to be a RSP. And this one is going to be off the end of the bat towards Bartlett. Bartlett is average. VG. I'm sorry. Why do I always call that average? It's VG, which stands for very good, dummy. Okay, very good then. Kept in the infield. Ball gets off his glove. It's going to be an infield single. So we will definitely take that. And JC Romero, it'll be done. And it's going to be Konerko, a right-hander coming up. So they're probably going to be bringing in a right-hander if they have one available. And they have Mulholland. Oh, Mulholland's a lefty, though. With 2 outs, they're going to bring their closer in. Nathan. It's going to be Nathan. I don't know what his first name is. Joe Nathan. It's not Joe Namath. It's Joe Nathan. Joe Nathan. All right, Joe Nathan coming in with 2 outs. And here comes the pitch in the bottom of the 8th to Paul Konerko. Runner at first is Everett. What's Everett steal? Oh, he's terrible. A 0 and a 1. Not good. Paul Konerko. That is a 4-3-0. 430. Right-hander, 430. And that's going to be an easy fly to center. And that's going to do it. We go to the 9th. Well, that was Konerko, right? All right, so he should go there. All right, so just in case we need extra innings, I better be prepared. And with a 1-run lead, it looks like they're going to pull in the closer. Takasu with 8 saves and Hermanson with 34 saves. They're both right-handers. We're going to give it to Takasu. Shingo Takasu. It's going to come in and at least see what he can do here. We're in the 9th inning, 3 outs away. Michael Dyer's up. 263 average, 12 home runs. He's got a little bit of pop there, boys. Shingo Takasu, the pitch, 461. Easy fly, center field. Good start by Takasu. 1 out for Nick Punto. Who do they have on their bench today? They have Redmond on the bench. They have all 4 right-handers. 4 right-handers. Some good averages. Only one guy hit 17 home runs, though. That's LeCroy. Let's see who's after Punto is Stewart. I think they're going to pinch hit for Punto with LeCroy. Matt LeCroy is going to come in and pinch hit. He's got a little bit of pop to him. Here goes the pitch from Takasu. Gets a sign from Perninsky and LeCroy. Here comes the pitch. 6-1-8. Righty, 6-1-8. That's bad. That's going to be ground ball into center field. Base hit by LeCroy. Singles up the middle. LeCroy is no threat to steal, but do we have someone to come in that's fast, maybe? Rivera's had 4 stolen bases. Let's see here. Do we bring the pinch runner in and see if he can get a jump? Why can't I find him? Rivera's. Oh, here he is. Well, he only gets a jump and a 1, though. That's terrible. Takasu's a 3 to hold and a -1 in your steal attempt. Is a speed of 8 versus LaCroix. Yeah, they're gonna pinch. They're gonna pinch run for LaCroix, who just came in. And they're gonna pinch run with Luis Rivera. So let's LaCroix and Rivera's is gonna pinch run. All right, and he's actually gonna try and get the jump. He's gonna try and get the jump. So, jump. He is a 3. Rivera's is only a 1 to get the jump. And, oh, it's catcher arm and the steal rating. So, Takasu's a -1. And Perninsky, we already said, was a, what the hell was his? +1, so it's just going to even straight out. So it's going to be a speed of 8. So he's got a speed of 8. Takasu with the -1, the catcher with the +1. They cancel one another out, so he'll keep the 8. Here he goes. Steals. Oh, he's thrown. Oh, look at that roll. 96. That's why he got thrown out. Crazy high roll. So thrown out. And that is going to be a beautiful A.J. Perninsky. And even though he doesn't, it's a noodle for an arm, he gets that big out. And wow, that's a killer for the for the Twins. Shannon Stewart, last hope for the Twins. The pitch, 287, and that one is going to be a routine grounder right at Uribe. Uribe backhand scoop throw, and Konerko stretch and got him. And this one, the 2-game series, goes to the White Sox. So the White Sox take both games of the series. Orlando Hernandez with the win. Brad Radke drops to 1-2. The save goes to Takasu, his second save, and the MVP is Cliff Plot for Chicago. Alrighty, so that game took us about 40 minutes to play. Not too bad, my friends. So we're done with Minnesota for a while, as we will be heading at Detroit for 2 games. At Detroit. So we won our last 2. Swept the 2-game series. Muzzle Paint, how's he doing, buddy? Swept our 2 games against Minnesota 6-0 and 2-1. So that's always good. And now let's see what happens if the schedule. So Colorado beat Arizona. Houston takes out Atlanta. The Schmubs beat Cincinnati. Kansas City takes out Cleveland. Detroit takes out Baltimore. Detroit's on a roll. Florida takes care of Washington, and Milwaukee beats Los Angeles. The White Sox take care of Minnesota 2-1. And in Philadelphia, they beat the Mets 4-2 in 10 innings. The Oakland A's beat Texas 3-2. San Francisco 6-2 over San Diego. In Los Angeles, the Angels lose to Seattle 4-1. St. Louis beats Pittsburgh 9-4. In Yankee Stadium, the Yankees take out the Rays 8-4. And Boston blanks Toronto in Fenway 6-0. Well, Twins couldn't get it done tonight. No, they could not, unfortunately. I mean, depends on who you're rooting for, but fortunately or unfortunately, either way, we gave them every shot. We pinch hit for them. We were trying to pinch run. We were trying to get that runner in scoring position. Just nothing worked for them tonight, I guess. So, in the American League, the Yankees and Tampa Bay are tied for the division lead. 1 game in front of Boston. In the Central Division, Detroit holds a 2-game lead on our team, the White Sox. And in the American League West, there's a 3-way tie with Los Angeles, Oakland, and Seattle. In the National League, Florida winning their division, a game over Washington, 2 up on Atlanta and Philadelphia. In the Central Division, St. Louis and Chicago are tied, and Houston 2.5 games back. And in the West, Colorado and Los Angeles are tied, and San Francisco is 1 game back. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the 6 divisions are currently tied about 12, 14, 15 games into the season. That's pretty interesting. Oops, you know what? I was going to actually get rid of all that extra stuff so you didn't have to see it, but a little late for that now, isn't it? Like a lot of help I was. But anyways, yeah, thank you for coming out, Brandon Baker. Another win for the White Sox. They take out the Twins 2-1. Let's look at our box score real quick before we say goodnight. The big hit was in the 5th. It was the home run by, who hit the home run? It was Joe Creed, right? Hit the home run. His 4th home run of the season. That was pretty much it. There was not much scoring in this game. Not much hitting either. Only 4 hits by Minnesota. Only 7 by Chicago. 1 run by Minnesota and 2 by Chicago. No errors by either team. So we head off to Detroit. So I have to get out the Detroit cards, and then we go play at Kansas City and then at Oakland. So it looks like we're up for a long road trip, my friends. Long road trip. We're heading to Detroit, then Kansas City, and then Oakland. Let's actually look at our schedule. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 game road trip. 2 in Detroit, 3 in Kansas City, 3 in Oakland, and then we'll go back home for 6. 3 games against Detroit and 3 games against Kansas City. And then we'll be back on the road at Toronto and at Tampa. Come home to face off against Baltimore and Texas. Then we'll go beat up the Schmubs and the Angels. And then Texas. So that's a long term. So, yeah, we won the last 2 after losing the 2 before that. And we are currently just 2 games back of Detroit. But if we take both of those games, we would be in first place. Well, we'll be tied for first. Anyways. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all next time. Until then, take care, guys.